My name is Harrison Estes, and this is my informative speech. For the past few years, I've participated with my church in a mission camp known as Salkehatchie. The first year I ever did it, I was a freshman in high school. I was skeptical at first because I had never been on a mission trip before and had no idea what to expect. Salkehatchie is a week-long service camp located all across South Carolina. This ministry has a main goal of repairing homes of those who cannot physically and financially do so themselves. The camp consists of young adults who are in high school or college, adults who have experience in repairing homes, and youth ministry leaders among the United Methodist churches. The handfuls of adults who participate in Salkehatchie are there in order to provide the campers with a safe and life-changing experience. The adults on the job sites help campers by providing knowledge of home repairs in the fields of carpentry, plumbing, and roofing. Each camp participant has to pay $215, which goes to purchasing resources for home repairs as well as food for the campers. A local school always provides housing for everyone attending the week-long camp. Since the place for everyone to stay is free, this makes the trip cost the least amount of money possible. Some of the information above was described on salkehatchie.org. I would now like to tell you about the week-long experience and what it entails. The Salkehatchie experience begins by the members of each of the church participating in the camp meeting on Saturday afternoon. Once all the participants are accounted for, everyone loads their luggage onto the buses and prepares for the departure to the camp they are attending. I have always attended the same camp, which is located in St. Matthews, South Carolina. The trip from my church to St. Matthews often takes a few hours. This bus ride allows plenty of time to meet and bond with the people that I will work with all week. After several hours of riding the bus and bonding with the other campers, we arrive at the school that we will be staying at. Each camp has a pastor that participates in all the camp activities and creates daily devotionals. All the camp members break into groups during the night and discuss the devotional of the day. Also, each night the pastor has worship service after dinner where all the campers sing and listen to a message that has been created. On Sunday, all campers and staff members attend one of the local church services. Salkehatchie visits predominantly black areas, so all black churches hold the services. This allows campers to experience a different type of worship than what they are used to. After the service, everyone gets onto the buses and goes to tour the houses that they will be working on over the course of the week. The campers get to talk with the families that live in the houses and see what areas of the house need to be repaired. After each job site has been looked at, everyone goes back to the school so that everyone can shower and get ready for dinner. After dinner, everyone participates in the service of the night and then breaks into devotional groups. After everyone is finished in their devotional groups, all the campers get ready for bed because everyone has to wake up at 5 the next morning to begin work on the houses. According to the book, The Story of Salkehatchie Summer Service, devotionals and worship services are incorporated into the camp to further strengthen the campers' relationship with God. Monday morning starts at 5 a.m. with the adults waking everyone up for breakfast. Once everyone has eaten breakfast, buses are loaded and head to the job sites. The campers typically work until lunchtime, where they then go to the nearby church who will feed them for the day. After lunch, everyone returns to the job sites and continues working until around 4 or 5, and then heads back to the school. Everyone gets showered and prepares for dinner and the nightly activities. After dinner, a worship service is held in the cafeteria where everyone is encouraged to sing and worship. Every other day of the week at Salkehatchie is the exact same as Monday except for Friday and Saturday. On Friday, everyone gets to go to the job site and do last-minute repairs to complete the renovations, and then the campers meet at each of the finished job sites. At each of the finished job sites, the campers tour the houses and see all the repairs that were done over the course of the week. Along with seeing the repairs, the campers also get to interact with the families and see the effect the mission trip has had on them. After all the houses have been walked through by the campers, everyone returns to the school and gets ready for dinner and the last night of worship. Saturday, everyone at the camp wakes up and gets ready to leave and head back to their hometown. This description of what happens during the week-long Salkehatchie trip is based on my experiences over the past few years. However, there is more to Salkehatchie than just fixing homes in need of repair. It also creates a stronger sense of fellowship and gives the campers a greater understanding of how other people live. Before going to Salkehatchie, I knew that everyone didn't have great living situations, but I never knew how bad some people had it. Going on Salkehatchie opens your eyes and humbles you because you see firsthand what people live in day to day. You also get to meet and become closer with the families that learn what other struggles they face in their daily lives. It shows that no matter how hard you think you have it, someone always has it worse. Despite the people's situations, they are always happy and appreciative of everything that Salkehatchie and the campers are doing. Also, all the activities that pastors create, such as the devotionals and worship services, create a stronger sense of fellowship between the campers and also a chance to develop a stronger bond with God. From my experience at Salkehatchie, I've learned more about Christianity and the people's testimonies, which has overall strengthened my faith. From my favorite night of the trip, Friday night, because everyone eats dinner and instead of having a typical worship service, we have something known as Symbols Night. This is when everyone has an item that symbolizes their experience at Salkehatchie. This night allows campers and adults from the camp time to discuss the object they had chosen and how it affected them over the course of the week. However, watching the people who did share created a stronger sense of fellowship among everyone in the room. People who would also tell stories about how they came to Christianity and the trials they faced on their journey to Christ. Many of the people had been faced with situations you would have never expected. During Salkehatchie, not only were campers' lives changed dramatically, the lives of the homeowners whose houses were worked on were also transformed. The main goal of Salkehatchie is to drastically change the lives of people who have difficult living situations. The homeowners are normally very emotional when we have finished repairing their houses because we have helped them in a way that no one else would be able to. When researching Salkehatchie, I came across an article that shared a woman's experience with Salkehatchie and how it changed her life. The article describes a woman's living situations when she says it was scary going anywhere in her house because she had to learn how to maneuver around the different obstacles in her house. The woman describes Salkehatchie as a great blessing. Also, a volunteer says that it was weird to see different side of the community. This is what I was talking about when I said a humbling experience, because you see how other people live and how everyone isn't as fortunate as others. I would like to leave you with one final statement. That is that Salkehatchie is a mission trip where not only the volunteers' lives are changed, but also the lives of the people being helped. My personal experience there, the article, the book, the story, the Salkehatchie summer service also provides details about Salkehatchie and how it not only affects the people who participate in it, but also the people who are helped. And this bag right here is a toolkit that I used over the course of the week. And that is my object.